Currently, in the South African markets, having consulted both from the private and the public sector, we've just noticed that there are already solutions in place. However, as I said earlier, most of the solutions that we've seen in place, it was more of a rush toward technology. And that technology, in some cases or instances, has not been embedded appropriately. Or again, huge investment in technology has already been done. And the main risk of cybersecurity has not been resolved, because at the end of the day, out of 100% risk in cybersecurity, 40% is technological risk and 60% is human risk. Now, the human risk, which is very complex, can really be resolved through our training that we also provide in order to complement the technological risk, which is already being resolved. So we are able, through of course our consulting, to be able to determine the level of maturity of the organization, and having determined that, to assess the technological solution that is there, whether it's appropriate, and if it's not appropriate, to recommend the best technological solution. And should it be really appropriate, then we can also recommend the right level of courses, starting from our very first course, which is the cybersecurity for leaders. Because there's no point in trying to train an organization when the leaders have not been trained sufficiently enough, number one, to understand why there is a risk, what is the risk, how to resolve that risk in order to reach cyber resilience. We have an ongoing relationship with all our clients, which means a refresher course and constant training. And of course, if the needs arises, we do again another consulting, but it can't be a full-scale consulting as the initial one that we've done, just to establish the level of maturity, if it's still maintained. But more than that, we also have magazines that our clients are more than able to subscribe to. We also have a CyberWatch TV that we're also going to start, simply because the threats and the various manifestation of cyber risk keeps evolving. So we need to ongoingly keep our clients abreast of all the new cyber threats which are coming. We do have plans, if we look at the value chain, post-consulting will be the recommendation for the technology as well as the training. Now, when we talk about training, immediately it starts with a skill transfer. We've got different tailored level of trainings, which start all the way from the leadership, which is the top of the pyramid, all the way down to the simplest, analyst, if you want. So they are both encompassing questions which are strategical, tactical, and even technical. Well, our training for ongoing, if you want, upskilling, can also be provided online. And we also have what we call the CyberWatch TV, where the new trends, where the new threats, the new solutions are being discussed with top experts, and where we discuss the various themes, and everyone who's interested can either subscribe also to our CyberWatch magazines, which is basically it is periodic magazines that is being offered. At this stage, it's really every trimester, but of course we can see whether we can have it on a monthly basis and educate. That is basically the key thing in order to prevent cybersecurity threats. Education is key. Education is the greatest weapon, really. So the various channels that we've got, whether it's just the magazines, whether it is online, whether it's the TV, it's really trying to reach the audience and to be able to scale our solution. CyberWatch Africa can be contacted through our email on www.cyberwatch.africa, as well as www.cyberwatch.fi.